BT7891, Crossroads episode 4354, part 1 with sound dub.
There's this sort of orange light that keeps flickering on and off.
Well, I'm no expert, but it sounds like the oil to me.
I don't think it can be. I had the dipstick out only the other day. Or perhaps it was before Christmas.
You should take it out every Monday. And there's no point in just taking it out and looking at it and putting it back.
Why is it that people who aren't experts always know enough to click one off? I have to go back to the garage, I suppose.
There's no need to do that. It only needs topping up. You could do it yourself in 10 minutes.
I haven't got 10 minutes, have I? I haven't even done the monthly rosters.
You could do those in your sleep.
I used to be able to, yes, but now, what with conference bookings and keeping tabs on the spring breaks and watching all the chambermaids.
Must be very nice for Mr. Lancaster to know that he has somebody he can rely on.
Exploit, you mean?
Oh, come now. You're just a reward for all his years in the business.
What's this, Mr. Darby? Now, last week he was nothing more than a jumped-up chip fryer.
Well, you have to remember, the man who built the Ritz started life as a Swiss shepherd.
You do talk in riddles sometimes. Was this my clue? Oh, I don't suppose there's anything exciting, but... Oh, hang on. This is for Di.
Oh, it's that temp. She gets things mixed up. So this is from Newcastle. Well, I wonder what Kath has to report.
Oh, I don't want to end up the Incredible Hulk. You have a go.
All right. You should have seen Adam puffing and moaning here this morning.
Oh? I thought the only exercise he got was running rings round you.
No, he was limbering up for his skiing holiday. And he's got this incredibly natty skiing jacket. Looks brand new to me. Now, he's not letting on, but I think he's a complete beginner.
It's fixed. You fiddled it.
Nonsense. I'm just incredibly fit. Now, just think of it. A whole fortnight without Adam on my back. Maybe longer if he comes back in plaster.
Fortnight? What about Caroline's 21st?
What about it?
If Adam's away, you'll have to be here, won't you?
Why?
Because Lorraine can't do everything with a spare. Oh, let me have another go. You've done something to the machine. I know you have.
You know, your problem is that you don't understand Lorraine's basic makeup. She actually enjoys being miserable. And her ambition is to take moaning to the Olympics.
She has got a bit of a chip on her shoulder.
Chip? An entire forest.
I've tried to be nice to her, but it's very difficult.
Morning.
Hi, come and have a go. It's torture.
I thought you were supposed to be collecting daffs after the St. David's Day dinner.
I only came to tell you the chalet was free. I'd hate you to waste a moment.
Oh, don't be stuffy, Charlie. Watch, see how strong I am.
Come on, Fiona, if we don't want to tire you out. Let's go back to the chalet for a quick lie down.
Oh, not that, Daniel. I'm just getting the hang of it. Look.
Yeah, it was a special occasion, all right. She's got this silky striped top on with a matching skirt.
Yeah, she has got some lovely frocks.
Well, I don't know about frocks. That was a designer number. I bet she didn't see much change at 300 quid.
300 quid?
Well, it wasn't £12.95 from down a bull ring.
Oh, wait till I tell my husband. Take your hat off. God, and the fuss he makes over my catalogue.
Anyway, he'd ordered the kidneys, and she was halfway through her guacamole when suddenly up she gets, spits in his eye and flounces out.
Mrs. Freeman?
As I live and breathe.
Well, what did he do?
Well, there was a mate of his there from the papers and they went off for a couple of jars and he didn't seem too bothered either.
Well, I never. He's a fly one.
He said he'd come back later for his kidneys, but people don't understand. You can't keep cream sauce bubbling away in the hot plate all night, can you? And he left half his bitter orange mousse.
Oh, Chef's looking for you.
Yeah, well, he left away because I'm going to cold storage after this.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. The knives are very sharp in that kitchen.
A lot of blunt things in that kitchen as well, like his head.
Oh, go on, you love him, really. Hey, guess what? I just heard from Kath. She wants me to go and stay.
Oh, that's nice.
I'd wait for the summer if I were you.
Oh, no, it's all right. She's settled in now. She wants me to go this weekend.
I bet she's got the life of Riley swanning round that school, checking if all the little boys have washed their necks.
I wonder if I could get Friday off.
Oh, Jill hasn't done the rosters yet. I know, because I had to ask her Monday week off.
I could do with having a word with her myself.
It'd really help if I could have Friday off.
I've got a friend of mine opening in a play, you know.
There's no way I can do late the last week in March, not with everything I've got on.
I'll have to ask her. She can't mind that.
Don't let it upset you. It's just not worth it.
Well, he knew I had to grovel to get this weekend off anyway.
What did you row about?
Ah, just silly things. He said Winston Green's got better visiting hours than Crossroads.
He'd know, I suppose.
Yeah.
I always thought he looked a bit rough.
No, he doesn't.
Sorry.
He's right, you know. I lost 4 weekends covering for Daniel and his playmate of the month.
I don't know why you stand for that.
I don't want to be sports assistant again.
But Daniel can't demote you. It's Mr. Chance who does that.
When I think of all those days I spent outside that crummy church in Lascelles Road.
Did you?
Getting my aerobic certificate. And for a job like this.
Oh, come off it. It's not that bad. I mean, I know Daniel's a pain.
Where's my social life, Anne-Marie? Eh?
I don't know. If I spend another Saturday night playing canasta with Mrs. Meacher, I'll go mad.
Dave's the only bloke I've met in months who isn't gay or married.
I wonder where all the real men have gone. I mean, look at the motel. Oh, there's Charlie Mycroft. And Paul's as camp as a row of tents, and Mr. Darby's old enough to be my grandfather.
But I'm not letting Dave go. Not for Daniel's love life, anyway.
I mean, Daniel's one thing.
Oh, dear, 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 dear.
Yeah, by a supreme effort of will, I can just about stand sharing with Daniel, but not the two of them. I think I'm pretty tolerant, but I wish you could show a bit more consideration, don't you?
The only way you'll change Daniel is to give him a brain transplant.
Oh, Jill, are you busy?
Yes, I am, rather.
Oh.
It's my fault. I've been pouring out my woes. I can't very well bother Nicola or Tommy.
Well, you can bother me anytime you like, because everyone else does.
Thank you.
Now, food and beverage file.
I've come to talk rosters.
Oh, Di, you haven't.
Rosters. It's a good word, Rosters. It makes me think of a Greek pirate.
Charles.
Hey, Rosters, come drink raki with me.
Charlie.
Sorry.
Jill, could I have an extra day this weekend?
This weekend?
Well, I've got the chance to go to Catherine Stevens, and I'd love to see their place.
So would I. It sounds even worse than my prep school. I had a headmaster called Parrot, and one day I shouted after him...
Shut up.
This is of 8,
short
actually.
notice.
Yes, I know, but you see, the thing is, well, it'll be 3 months before I get the chance again.
All right, well, let's have a look at these rosters then.
When you finish that, will you come to my office for a quick meetingette?
What for?
Well, as they say in the papers, you might hear something to your advantage.
You mean to say you're going to leave me all your money when you die of overwork?
It's just an idea. I want to try out your chances away.
I don't suppose it'll involve you locking yourself in Chalet 16 with Fiona and throwing away the key.
No, I think you'll like this one, Lorraine. Even Railwayman Hobbs would approve. Flexible rostering.
You are?
We work out a flexible system whereby this place is covered at all times.
You mean sort of? You work 1 hour a day while I work 23 hours.
Oh, come on, Lorraine. We've always worked well together. We've carried this place, you and me.
What?
We've seen some slackers come and go. Mickey Doyle, for example, but you and I have always been a great team.
Who are you trying to kid? Anything you dream up has got to mean more work for me.
How do you know? Till you try it.
No, Danny. I've been pushed around enough. So I won't be pushed around anymore. I won't stand for it.
BT7891, Crossroads episode 4354, part 2 is sound up.
And she just turned on you,
Yes.
without even listening to what you had to say?
I thought she was going to push me in the pool. Not that she'd have been able to, of course.
No.
She was in a vile mood, even for her.
Never mind. Have some more wine.
Thanks. What do you want for pudding? Chocolate mousse?
What else?
Well, there's apple pie, brie, fresh fruit.
Apple pie, please.
Oh, that place is really beginning to get on my nerves.
Relax. Don't think about it.
What am I supposed to think about?
Little lambs in the field,
Pardon?
bouncing about and wagging their little tails. Spring is coming.
Oh, good.
The tinker's losing his winter coat.
Yes, well, I've got to go and get the puddings. I've got to be back soon.
Oh. Don't fancy a little walk?
No.
I've just had a wonderful idea about Lorraine.
I don't want to talk about Lorraine.
Yes, you do. Go and order the puddings and then I'll tell you about it.
You must have heard of him.
No.
Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. It was his first big hit.
I admire the sentiment, but I really can't place him.
April Love. Now, that was a smashing song.
That's by this Paul Young too, is it?
I'm talking about Pat Boone, lover. You must have heard of Pat Boone.
If he hasn't heard of Paul Young, he's not going to know Pat Boone. He's the musical equivalent to the Invisible Man.
That's not entirely fair.
Oh, you'd love Pat Boone, Charlie. Really melodic he is. When the swallows come back.
Yeah, well, I think I'd better
to
get going.
Capistrano.
Spend the afternoon off round here.
Have fun.
That's
Yeah, I'm not
the
going to help
day
Mrs. Meacher dust the top of the
promised
pail.
Bye.
You'd come back to me. Hey, I bet you didn't know I'd been voted secretary of our branch of the fan club, did you? I've got the minute book and everything.
I used to be secretary of the Fossil Club when I was at school.
We've got cuttings going way back. Look, see? Dinner and dance at the Midland Hotel. We used to get 200 turnout, you know. No trouble.
You must have been pretty popular.
Popular? He was Personality of the Year in 1956.
Gosh.
Outstanding Young Man of the Year in 1958 and Father of the Year in 1960. That was the year the club went to America. Look, see? That's us just before we got on the plane.
Oh, yes. Yes, are you there?
Yes, second row, see? With me husband behind, pulling a face as usual.
Heavens, you haven't changed at all.
Go on, I was a size 10 in them days. I don't know what's happened to one half of the folk in that picture. Still, we'll have to keep our fingers crossed for the 25th.
The 25th what?
25th of March. Pat Boone Fan Club West Midlands branch reunion dinner. I've written to all the old members.
Here you are again. 1966, winning the raffle. I must say you've got jolly good legs.
Go on, you cheeky monkey. I've booked a room at the Eastbury British Legion. I don't suppose you fancy coming, do you?
You can hardly call me a fan, Mrs. Tidybig. I hadn't heard of him till 5 minutes ago.
Well, we're not that fussy. You could always pay your sub on the door.
No, I don't think I will,
There'll be
thanks.
a non-stop medley of his records. And Dot's bringing her slides of Nashville. Oh, and there's chicken in the basket with peach melba to follow. It'll be a lovely night.
Oh, more than 2 fingers. I am impressed.
And I don't have to look at the keyboard either.
How did you learn that? Before the flower arranging and after the cordon bleu?
If I were in a Jane Austen novel, I'd be called accomplished.
You read books as well.
That's what I like about you, Daniel. You do treat a woman as your equal.
But of course, everybody knows I'm going out with you for your mind.
How many P's inappropriate?
Oh, for a moment I thought you were perfect. A, P, B. Oh.
Stupid. It's your fault. Go away, you distract me. Why don't you practice your bit?
Oh, there's no need. And Bomber's writing's worse than Benny's. I mean, all it is a big loop and a squiggle.
He'd better not leave his checkbook lying around.
You know, I really ought to be grateful to Barry. I mean, he taught me quite a lot.
There you are. Hurry up before she gets back. Hurry up, Daniel. She'll be here any minute.
Well, just tell her you're writing this novel about this beautiful, talented girl who falls for this handsome, cultured...
Just get on with it.
And what have we got to look forward to for supper?
Oh, well, that's out of my hands. We're at the chef's mercy tonight.
Well, could be shepherd's pie, then.
The last I saw, he was concocting his special super toreador.
A what?
Oxtail out of a tin.
Hello, Sid. What brings you up to the motel?
Ah, Mr. Beecher, you give me the evening off, so I just thought I'd drop in for a drink. Hey, what's this? You're dressed to kill, aren't you? What's
Yeah,
that?
no, meet some friends tonight. Except they don't like hanging about in bars of my own. You meet some very funny types.
If that paper belongs to Mr. Lancaster, hold on.
Hey, Sid. Guess where I'm going this weekend?
You don't have to tell me, kid. I've just seen Benny and he's full of it.
Oh, yeah, well, Cass said he can go any time he wants. She's just asking after him now, I'm
He
afraid.
can't go up on his own.
Oh, do you know, she hasn't spoken to another living soul since she's been there.
He'll be lost in no time, you know that.
Mind you, I can't really count Stephen.
The thing is, you see, he'd have to change trains and everything.
That's all right, he doesn't have to go up there.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be so bad if he got a lift, would it? No.
What?
Like if someone was going that way.
Sydney, you're much too subtle for me. I don't suppose you've got anybody in mind.
Oh, come on, I think it was terrific, you know that.
It's taken me all my time to pluck up courage to ask for time off myself.
Yeah, but it can't be good giving Benny a weekend off.
Have
can
you
it?
seen Jill lately? She gets a very funny glint in her eye whenever you mention rosters.
Yeah, but he won't ask himself. You know Benny.
I'm stunned. Absolutely stunned.
I don't care if the costume fitting went on. You could have phoned earlier.
People don't usually notice when you're doing a good job. Only when something goes wrong. Makes feel it's all worthwhile.
Is it? Is it all worthwhile?
Well, I'm sorry about your friend.
People don't realise how difficult it is to get time off in this sort of job. I was going to cook me marinated kebabs as well.
Yeah, I felt just the same last weekend.
I hope you didn't.
Anyway, listen to this. Dear Lorraine.
Lorraine, eh?
Yeah? Isn't that nice? I have not had the opportunity to thank you properly for the outstanding contribution you are making towards running the leisure centre. Your devotion to duty shows a maturity beyond your years, and many clients have remarked on your pleasant and friendly manner at all times.
Have they?
Yeah? If you keep up the good work, I see no reason why a permanent position should not be confirmed with an appropriate salary review. I will be discussing this with Daniel in the near future.
So you reckon Lancaster's all right, then?
Yeah, I think he's ever so sweet. I mean, fancy bothering to write?
Hey, I just hope he gives credit where it's due in the kitchens.
Yeah, well, we need management you can look up to. Someone you can respect.
You want to be careful Daniel doesn't put the boot in.
Yeah, he wants the weekend off. It'd serve him right if he came back and found I'd been promoted.
I know it's gone past 6 o'clock. That is why I would like to be getting into my car and driving it home. Well, I'll have to, won't I? Thank you very much. Car trouble? Oh, I don't know. Darby's filled it up with oil, but the light keeps coming on. I think it's going to blow up.
Oh, dear. Well, Sid's outside. Do you want me to get him?
They're on their way now.
Oh, at least you didn't break down on a lonely road somewhere.
No, I wouldn't have minded that. I'm sick of the sight of these four walls. It's only Monday.
Yes, well, I was just wondering if you'd thought about giving me that extra day.
Well, yes, I said you could go. Go on, enjoy yourself. Why not?
There's a slight change of plan. Benny wants to come as well.
I don't believe it. Why don't you just hire a minibus and take the lot of them? Mrs. Tardivick and Darby and Paul.
Now, come along, Gillian. It's not that bad. We're not that busy. And Benny's dying to see their place. Charlie Mycross filled his head full of tuck boxes and midnight feasts.
Oh, he would.
Apart from that, I think I need the company. Sid said it's ever such a long trek.
I quite like a long drive. Mind you, perhaps not with Moses licking the back of my neck and Benny chomping toffees.
Blimey, I've forgotten about Rin Tin Tin. Oh, hope he's not car sick.
Oh, he's bound to be.
Well, apart from that, I need the company. I mean, what if I break down on the Pennines?
Don't go anywhere near the Pennines, not on the way to Newcastle.
Oh, yes, I do. Sid said I do. He said it's very beautiful, the Pennines.
Don't be silly. It's the M1 all the way. At least I think it is.
Well, in that case, I need the company. I need somebody to keep me awake.
All right, then, you can have Benny.
Oh, thanks very much. Come on, then. I'll buy you a drink till the repairman turns up.
Oh, I'm not feeling very sociable. Oh, is Adam still here? He always had a magic touch with that car.
No, he's not. He went into town to pick up his tickets.
Oh, what's he going to see?
Jill? Where have you been? He's been talking about this skiing holiday for months.
What? Not to me, he hasn't.
He leaves on Thursday. I thought you knew.